right, hello, welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. We're back today. We're playing more Where in Danger. We're starting up a new one shot, as we just did this past couple of weeks, doing our little Evil Dead slasher flick. But this time around, we're going to do something a little different because it's 2025, and so I figured there's probably no better time than to sort of revisit the wonderful year of 1997, when we had not one but two volcano movies come out. One was called honestly, kind of unimpressively, Volcano, and it had Tommy Lee Jones and Anne Heche, and it was in, I think, it was in L.A. And then everyone was gray at the end. That was the thing. But the far superior one was Dante's Peak, because it had Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton, and that's just like a pretty awesome duo. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to try to do that. So someone's going to, probably Jeremy, is going to try to fist a volcano. So I'm feeling like we're going to have those types of jokes tonight. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, we're ready to go. I think everyone here but Chuck has played. Chuck's the only newbie, so we get to run him through character creation, all that kind of stuff.
That's accurate.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So why don't you all go ahead and grab your character sheets, and let's go through this one at a time, and kind of walk everybody through this. And we'll make some characters. So you all, specifically for this scenario, which is called Virgil Summit, because Dante's Peak, get it?
Got it.
Hi. Very clever, that one.
You all are going to be playing specifically a geological survey team that is going to the town of Virgil Summit to assess some stuff. Okay, so all of you are basically going to be playing some kind of scientist or technician, and I'll help you with some suggestions for items and expertise once we get to that. So, but before we do that, let's go ahead and let's get your attributes sorted out. So we have 3 attributes. We have athleticism, composure, and reasoning. All the tests, all the roles that you do in this game are going to be based around one of those 3 attributes. Athleticism does what you think it does. It kind of governs all of the different physical things that you might do. Composure has to do with how good you are at kind of keeping your cool or talking to people, that kind of stuff. And reasoning is your brain, and whether or not you know things and can react to things and can sort things out, right? So those are your 3 attributes. Now, with this game, you rank them based upon how good you are at them or how often you use them to solve problems. So one of those 3 attributes is going to be rank 1. That means that's the thing that you do the most often and you do best. So whichever one of those 3 that you think your character is, or you want to play a brainiac that sticks his glasses up on his nose, then you probably would put 1 in reasoning. If you want to play more of like a physical character who's like a rock climber, mountain climber type, and does a little science on the side, then maybe you put 1 in athleticism. Or maybe you want to play like the supervisor who's in charge of everybody, and then maybe you put 1 in composure because you're best at kind of keeping your cool, and we'll kind of go from there. So your number 1 is your best. Number 2 is obviously the middle one, and then 3 is like the worst. Okay, so everyone go ahead and take a second, put in your numbers, and we'll go through them one at a time. All right. And again, for those of you who haven't played, what this basically does, when you test, the number, it doesn't correspond to which you need to succeed. It corresponds to what you don't want to roll in under. So anything equal or under that number will have some negative effects on when you make tests. So if you have like a 3 in athleticism and I ask you to roll a test to climb a mountain, and you roll a bunch of 3s and under, that's probably not going to go well for you, is kind of how that works. All right. I'm going to start in the upper left. Melissa, have you sorted it out? Do you know what you're doing?
I have. So I decided that I'm open to changing if this happened to overlap, because everyone had the same thought as me. But I am going 3, 2, 1 on the character sheet. So I'm going 3 for athleticism, 2 for composure, and 1 for reasoning. So I figured I am already, got the props for the glasses, so we'll just stick with that vibe.
Perfect. Okay, fantastic. Bottom left, Adam, do you know what you want to do?
I'm going to give it the old 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So you're more of the tough physical kind of guy. Okay, nice, excellent. Bottom middle, I feel like the Brady Bunch. Bottom middle. So Jeremy, what do you got?
I was initially going to go 1, 3, 2. Less personal, but I'm glad to switch it up if we need somebody to do the the more charming version of things.
We got 5 people. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do whatever you like. Yeah. Okay. Joe, you figure it out?
Yeah, I'll do 3, 1, 2.
Nice.
Okay, well there you go. We got the one in composure. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chuck, what did you end up doing?
I was also going to do 3, 1, 2.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. It's the right side of the screen, filled with wonderful composure. They're great people persons.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
People.
Okay. People. All right. So we got our attributes down. Let's jump into items. So items in this game, you're going to have lots of items, but only 2 of them are going to have mechanical effect on rolls. And you can kind of loosely switch them out during the course of play if it makes sense. But for the most part, you just kind of stick with the items that you have from the beginning. And you get to identify 2 items from the start. One of them is an appropriate item. And that would be an item that is kind of consistent with whatever it is that you do on the team, right? And I'll give you a couple examples of that in a sec. And then the other item is something a little bit more personal and maybe a little inappropriate. Like if somebody caught you with it, you might have to answer a few questions. It could be something illegal. It could be like a bag of weed, or it could just be like you have somebody else's stuff, right? Like you have like Joe's cell phone or whatever, or like for some reason you have a picture of Adam's wife. That's kind of inappropriate. Why do you have that, right? So those types of things. So when it comes to like the items that are appropriate, there's lots of things. You guys are all part of a geological survey team. So there could be anything from just like climbing equipment that would definitely be useful. Could be something like rock hammer, compasses, backpacks, first aid kits, like binoculars. Even you could do something like a sat phone, like a satellite phone. So those are things that you could potentially do. All right. And then inappropriate is just your chance to kind of do something a little fun and silly with your character as it might come into play. While you're thinking of items, what these mechanically do after you roll, and every roll in this game is a D6 pool. So you roll anywhere for between like 1 and 5 D6s, usually 4. And at the end of that roll, you can actually, if your items apply, for each item that does apply, you can actually tick the number up 1. So if you rolled like a 4 and you want that to now be a 5, you can use one of your items to make that 4 into a 5, and thus makes it a hit. And that's a good thing. Or if you have like a 3 in athleticism and you rolled a 3 and you don't want to take bad stuff for that 3, you can use your item to bump that up to a 4 so you don't take that strain anymore. Okay. Chuck, let's start with you. You got your items down?
Yes. The helpful item is going to be a workplace safety guide.
Phenomenal. I like it. Okay.
And the inappropriate item is going to be a flask of booze.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Probably somewhere in that workplace safety, it probably says don't drink on the job.
It does. That's
What a
right.
wonderful contradiction.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's wonderful. There's so much depth to your character already.
Yeah.
Joe, what do you got?
Yeah. I'm going to say for the appropriate item, it's one of those crank radio flashlight things, if you've ever seen those. Where you
Yes.
you crank it to charge it up. It's a radio and a flashlight.
Yep. Perfect for
That's
hurricane
really
preparedness kits and other type things.
And his inappropriate item is a second ID.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Like it's not you. It's got a different name on it and everything.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Oh, okay. Oh my God. Right side of the screen. So much composure, but so much depth. Okay. Jeremy, what do you got?
So for my appropriate gear, I was going to take some climbing gear. Just nice and straightforward. I'm really torn on my inappropriate item. On one hand, I would like, it would be fun to be the guy who has the gun hidden on his person that you really shouldn't have, but, just in case. But I'm also tempted to be like the dude who's maybe stolen some like gems or gold here and there. Like somebody who maybe gathers stuff he shouldn't. But it seems like the first could actually be used.
Hey, if you want to figure out a way to get gold to be useful, you go ahead and you can make it useful.
We'll bribe the volcano.
Yeah. I'll give you 10 grams of gold not to explode. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's up to you. Like you can make anything as long as you can justify it. You could make that gold work. I don't know if bribing the volcano would work, but you're gonna have to potentially deal with other people, and so it could come into play in those types of things.
Never know.
Adam, what do you got?
How big can this item be?
To be as big as you want. Narratively speaking, though, like if it's like, let's say you decided you want to have a truck, that's great, but that might not be useful to you in some cases.
Yeah.
You could totally take it. Just like there might be times in which in the scene you don't have it with you, and so it probably wouldn't apply. And then there are going to be other times where it's going to be perfect. So it's kind of up to you.
Yep. Since it's the 90s, it'd be a Dodge Ram.
Okay. It's got a Dodge Ram. That makes sense.
That's back. That's back before they split.
Okay. What have you got for your inappropriate item?
Hey, they cut out to you?
Geez.
Yeah.
I think we're all back.
I think it's Jeff and Melissa. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just us. We're all good. We're here.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know what? I'll be that guy that's also got the gun.
All right. You do the gun then. I'll be the thief.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to figure out if it's a shotgun or if it's like a handgun.
If you're going to be hiding it on your person,
probably a handgun then, or a foot gun.
Ooh, a D gun.
Could also have it like a gun rack, so you have like guns in your.
I was thinking
or something.
A gun rack with the shotgun.
Totally works.
Carry everybody
definitely
around.
could come into play. There are times when we ran this off stream for play testing where having a shotgun might have been very useful. There was one or two times where that would have been very useful. So yeah.
I'm switching mine to Filthy Lucre.
Hopefully we won't need it, but you know, when you do need it, you need it. So
yeah, it's totally true. And also, if you have it, you should definitely try to make a situation where you need it. That'd be fun. So you should,
I could just dangle it over my arm, you know, cocked like
just
that.
Pointing at
just let him know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just say, quiet down before I shoot you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally, Melissa, what do you got?
So since I went with a 1 for reasoning, I think I would like my appropriate item to be a field kit. So like a scientist field kit kind of a thing.
Sure. For like testing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then for my other item, I'm going to go harmonica.
Nice.
Okay. Inappropriate because it's annoying and no one wants to hear it, right? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I like it. Okay. Next up, you guys have to pick an expertise. An expertise in this game is a relatively specific field or activity or academic pursuit or something like that you are great at. And what this means is that anytime you roll a test where that expertise applies, you'll get an automatic hit in your roll. And what that means is that it's even more likely for you to succeed on that test because you're automatically like getting a potential success right off the bat. And there's other little shenanigans that happen when you play around with the roll results. But having that expertise means that you're more than likely going to pass. It's super helpful to have that. And so for this, again, you guys can take whatever you like. You guys don't have to take these types of things, but just to give you a little help, if you're curious about the types of things that a geological survey team might be good at, some of them might be good at geology. Some of them might be good at hydrology. Some of them might be good at chemistry, cartography or navigation, climatology, mineralogy, volcanology. Those are all things. So if you ever wanted to go that route, you certainly can. A few of you might just go like mountain climbing or rock climbing, something like that. Adam, you can even like just lean into the gun thing and just go hunting. And that means like if you do get to use your gun at some point, you are leveraging the shit out of it and you're going to have no problems shooting people with it. So that's expertise. And so you want to pick something that you're going to be able to use every now and then. And hopefully you will. Okay. All right. Melissa, do you have one in mind?
So I'm definitely going to go off of the list. I'm thinking since I have a field kit that maybe I'll go hydrology.
Okay.
So I think maybe
study water.
That direction. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. What about you, Adam? What you thinking?
For my expertise, it would probably be like gunsmithing.
Okay.
Like,
perfect.
Knowing what sort of stuff to do with reloading with taking care of it and making new parts, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, so you're basically making like a gun nut. That's kind of what your character is, right?
Well, nut? No.
I mean,
is he named Dale?
I
mean, in this game.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy, what do you got?
I was tempted to lean something vaguely. I'll go with navigation, something along those lines. I'm the guy with the climbing gear, good at knowing where we should go.
Perfect. Joe, what do you got?
I'm just gonna go basic geology. I think at least one of us should get it.
Someone probably should.
Yeah.
Someone probably should have that. It'd be a very bad geological survey team.
Yeah.
It is good at geology. Yeah. Chuck, what do you got?
OSHA safety guidelines.
Okay.
Wow.
There's always got to be a representative from the insurance company on this endeavor.
Can we actually broaden that expertise to like mechanical engineering?
You could take that. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is everyone's expertise. The last thing you need to do is just basically, what do you look like? What's your vibe? That kind of thing. So you put your looks. So like, what do you look like in your nature? Like something about your personality. Are you gruff? Are you dumb? Are you like really friendly? Whatever it might be. So you throw that on your character sheet and a name, and that's basically it. Any questions on character creation at this point? I think that should be all set for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So are we ready to go then? Anyone have any questions before we get started?
Don't think so.
All right. Let me get a little random music going. Okay. Hopefully that works. We'll see. Okay. So we're going to set this in the, we'll call it late 90s, 1997, to honor Dante's Peak in Volcano. And you all are headed as a geological survey team together. You have probably a little caravan. Some of you are probably driving with Adam's character. Adam, do you have a name for your character?
Let's go with Jethro.
Jethro. Okay. So some of you are probably riding with Jethro in his Dodge Ram. Others are probably in like the communal truck that you have, or van, or some kind of science-based caravan. And you all are traveling to this beautiful, idyllic mountain town of Virgil Summit. And it is a place that has had very little worries over its life. It's people who live there. There's not many. Smaller town, resort town. The only real concern they've ever really had is their ranking on Life magazine's most beautiful places to live. But you all have been notified by the National Geological Survey Institute that some sort of local university around here that probably studies it, that there have been some incidents of late that have been cropping up around the summit. Small tremors that have been starting to be noticeable, not to the point that's actually caused any damage, but it is starting to grow some concern. You were contacted by your supervisors, who were also contacted by the mayor. Mayor Linda is what she gave her name as, asking to send somebody out to just do some basic testing because they wanted to make sure everything was okay, because they have this special like centennial that's coming up, and they have all these different photographers and journalists that have come out, and they don't want to get like pie on their face. They don't want it to make it look like they are they're not as idyllic and lovely as they're supposed to be. So you all have been heading up here, and we open up on a shot of like the couple vehicles that you all have in your caravan. We see you all driving across this long, lone bridge over the top of this rushing river, deep and wide and kind of treacherous looking. And you're driving over this bridge, and we see opening up behind you this beautiful mountain that they call Virgil Summit. Now, there are obviously other mountains in the range, but Virgil Summit itself stands above all, forested, and you can even see from a distance there are all these like little resort places, a cabin there, or like a hotel overlooking overlooking like this long valley there. And as you drive in, you pass by all these different like decorations, and it's like saying, Centennial, Virgil Summit, Centennial, and it's pointing people to Main Street. And you can see there's all sorts of cars that have been parked along the streets. You can see there's some people that are riding bikes, others that are walking hand in hand. And you have an address for like a motel. We'll just call it like a Motel 6, okay, something like that. And as you hang a left, whoever it is that's driving, we'll say Jethro, to go to sort of follow the directions that you all had map quested ahead of time or wrote down ahead of time. You immediately kind of get caught up in what looks like the preparations for some kind of parade. And all around you, there are these dudes in these big old burly like flannel outfits and stuff that are coming over to you with like axes on their shoulders. Looks like real axes possibly. And you see you can see women that are actually coming up, and some of them are kind of carrying what looks like hunting rifles and stuff. And so I'm gonna say like someone pops up to you, and it's just like, you can't be here. You can't be here. So other than Jethro, who we think is driving? We'll say there's two vehicles. Jethro's Ram and one other. Who else do we think is driving?
I'll drive the other one.
Okay, Melissa, who is your character?
So my character is Dr. Annie Sanderson.
Okay. Well, Dr. Annie, there is a large barrel-chested man in some kind of red flannel. He looks like the brawny paper towel guy with a big bushy beard. And he's coming around. He's got an axe on over his shoulder. You can see like all these parade floats are up ahead, like kind of covering Main Street. And he comes around to you and he says, you can't be here. You got to get this out of here. We got a parade going on. What the hell's what are you all doing here? This isn't this is what the hell kind of float is this? This is just a Dodge Ram. What's going on?
No, yes, sir. We are not here for any type of parade. My associate here, and she's going to turn to Chuck's character. My associate here has all the requisite paperwork that we have from the mayor, who has invited us here to do a survey. If you'll have some patience, we will turn that paperwork over to you. But the mayor has asked us to be here.
A survey? What are you talking about? You guys with the Life magazine?
No. I have a PhD in hydrology. I'm here to study the water, and we have some other folks that are here to do some other studies as well.
What do you mean you're studying the water? What's that supposed to mean? You're studying water's fine. What the hell is this about,
sir? And she'll kind of turn to Chuck.
Hello.
Kind of looks. Hello. So what's this about? You coming here to study the water?
We're geology for the mayor team people. That's us. What organization do you work for?
Me? I work for the sheriff's department.
Does the sheriff's department bypass safety guidelines when it comes to transporting sharp-bladed instruments? Who's your supervisor?
Well, the sheriff is.
That's safety code violation of this county by statute 37.7892.
All right, here, let's do a roll because that's pretty good. Give me a. So this is you.
Yeah.
So just a little, it's great that Chuck's going first because he hasn't done this yet. All right, so Chuck, take four d6s. Okay. Yeah. You're trying to make a test to like essentially get this guy to leave you alone so you can try to pass. Looks like. And you're trying to convince him or outsmart him or talk through it with him. And so what you do is you got your 4d6s. This is probably going to be a reasoning test.
Yeah.
But you could also make a case for composure if you wanted.
I'll make a case for composure because Milton is so goddamn awkward that everything he does is cool.
Okay. Milton.
Milton.
Okay. So composure.
Great name.
Okay, so then you got to figure out, does your expertise apply?
Yes. OSHA safety guidelines.
Okay. All right, so you're already gonna have one hit involved. Okay.
And can I leverage my item, the workplace safety guide?
Are you getting it out and like actually quoting from the book? Okay, perfect. So roll 4d6s.
So this was a 1. I got a 6 and a 1 and 2 2s.
Okay. The 2 2s don't really do anything for you one way or the other. The 6 is a success, and because you used an item, that 1 can become a 2.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it anymore because your composure's 1.
So
and only that, 2 successes, exactly. You got 2 hits, so it's successful. And he's like, all right, okay. Hey, 1 second. And he kind of calls out. He's like, Harry, Larry, Mary, get the float out of the way. These fellas got to come through. And you can see like there's like a yelling back and forth, but eventually they kind of move the floats off to the side, and they kind of give you a path like along the side of the road. Like you're almost driving on the wrong side, but you can get past it. And so like they wave at you. He kind of waves as you go by, but you can tell he's still got this look of confusion on his face. Your vehicles go through, and it pulls up, and you find the Motel 6 at the end of at the end of that road. And you see like waiting, like you see in the parking lot of the Motel 6, there is like this old fashioned like station wagon. And you can see that there is a woman probably in her late 30s or so. She's got like big hairspray hair. Like it's definitely something from like maybe 10 years out of date. And she herself has what looks like some kind of flannel on and a scarf. And she's got what looks like a tray of coffees as you all pull up. And she's like waving you down like this here and there. Like, hello, hi, hello. Are you all from the National Geological Survey Institute or something?
We are. Where should I park?
Yeah.
Where should I park?
Well, anywhere here's just fine. Like, and like she kind of just points to it. And it's an open parking lot at this point, so you can park wherever you like. So, who was in charge here? Like, which one of you is who's your manager?
Well, what you need done?
Oh, well, hello. My name's Linda.
Hey, Linda.
I'm the mayor of Virgil Summit, and I'm here because I requested that you all come here and kind of just give the town a quick once over, put fears at rest and such. So, and you are
name's Jethro.
Jethro. Oh,
he holds out his hand and he tries to shake gently, but he may not.
Oh, good. And like the coffee cups that are in the tray kind of start to wobble. Oh, dear. Okay.
Oh, here, let me help you with that as he tries to, balance the tray.
And he's like, grab him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It all depends on what you need done. See, we've all got our specialties. And so when it comes to safety regulations, that man right there is in charge. What's your character's name again, Chuck?
Milton.
Milton's in charge over there. So, just depends. So what you need.
Well, the truth is that we've been having some sort of strange things have been happening around here. Lots of tremors. We've had them in the past, but never so many in such a small amount of time. The tremors are not, they would barely shake a table or such, but there's a lot of them. And I'm starting to get a little nervous. A couple folks on the council are also getting kind of nervous. And so we have, as you can tell, a very important day. We have the centennial. We've got a photojournalist crew coming in to take pictures of the town while all the festivities are happening, and then we can submit our application for Life Magazine's Most Beautiful Places to Live. And we really don't want anything bad to happen, and we just kind of just for peace of mind, just to make sure it's nothing going on. And yeah, so most of the reports of the tremors, we felt some in the town, but mostly it's been the folks who kind of live up on the mountain itself, and hikers and such, and over by the hot springs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where they're getting the most of it. But we even feel them down here a little bit too.
Yeah, I've been nervous too. You ever see that movie?
Nervous?
That's a movie? Tremors.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh, I'm just joking with you. I'm just kidding. Anyhow,
it would be graboids.
I didn't. Graboid. I thought that was fiction.
It is. I'm just playing with you. That's all it is.
So, hey, Jethro, you a jokester is what you are.
I think Joe is going to. Dang it! I need to know people's characters' names.
Annie,
we've met Dr. Annie, we've met Jethro, we've met Milton,
and I think
let's
Annie would have
ourselves.
turned around in the truck, and I don't know if maybe like the other two are kind of in the back of the truck, and so she kind of like hits the brake really hard when she parks, just to make sure that the two in the backseat, Jeremy and Joe's character, were like awake and like know that we're here.
Note that down in my
We're there
report.
yet.
Yes, gentlemen, we have arrived.
Okay.
Thank God.
So Jeremy, what do you look like? What do we see as you like kind of get out of the truck or get out? It's probably a big van and then the Dodge Ram.
Yeah,
Okay, so what do you do when you get out of the vehicle?
I'm Chad Eastwick Graham the second. I used to be an Eagle Scout, and I totally look like an ex-frat bro. And I have all the best climbing equipment and all that sort of stuff on me. It looks like it's straight out of a sports store. It's new. It's an amazing set of gear. And I obviously am wearing my salmon polo with the popped collar and my tall, beautiful shoulders. And I have an obnoxious face that you hate because I'm better than you.
Okay, you step out and like you look obnoxious, but do you look attractive? Are you?
Yeah, he is. But I put the 3 in composure because yes, he looks like that guy, but in a way that's offsetting instead of appealing. It's like, oh, that guy. You look at him and you're like, I hate that dude.
So Mary Linda's been joking around with Jethro. Jethro catches the coffee, and then we see Chad step out of the vehicle, and she looks over, and then she does a double take. I'm like, well, hello, you, and she leaves the coffee with Jethro. Mary Linda, nice to meet you.
I'm charmed, I'm sure. It's good to see you too, man.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You have an aura about you, don't you?
Yeah, I do. You're welcome.
Are you like younger? Like how old is Jeff?
He's somebody that's clearly like not too far out of college. And he is legitimately good at the outdoorsy stuff. He's just a smug young little jerk.
Well, I'm glad to see they have people of quality at the National Geological Survey Institute. And she just kind of leans against the...
we can't let all these Poindexters go and get lost in the woods. They're completely worthless on their own. But, they're in charge.
Aren't they? Yes, they are. Oh my goodness, your eyes are so pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Amazing.
You're so smart. You are very perceptive.
Thank you. That's so very kind of you to say. A lot of people don't recognize that in me. I have a lot of constituents who would rather me not be mayor anymore. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
why not?
Well, they think on the council, they think I'm overreacting a little bit. It's just the earth doing its thing. It's just a couple rocks sliding around. There's no reason. They weren't happy that I contacted the institute, and they felt that I jeopardized our standing by even opening up the conversation. So, but safety is the most important thing, right? That.
I want to talk to Milton about that.
If you've got that many people experiencing tremors, you probably ought to ask your municipal water department, because it's probably lead poisoning. And that's why you've all got tremors.
I can show you where the water reclamation facility is if you like.
It's not the water reclamation, it's your pipes. You've got lead pipes. You've all got lead poisoning. That's why you've got tremors.
We're going to test first. We're not going to jump to any conclusions just yet. We're going to test first. But you haven't met all of our group yet. We still have one that you haven't met yet.
Oh. And so, like, who do they see, Joe, as you come out now?
They see Dr. Elias Sherbert. He's an unkept...
What? Elias Sherbert?
Yep.
Goddamn.
He's kind of unkempt. Like, his beard's a little bit too long. He's underweight. Has kind of like a mountain man vibe. A little bit on the older side. A little bit sunburned. It steps out. Is a little bit of lead never killed anybody.
Oh God! Goodness! pick up a hitchhiker on the way? Or
Oh no, I've been here the longest.
oh, you're part of the team.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I know everything about rocks.
well, excellent. We have a lot of them, and they are shaking lately. So we would like to know why.
That's why I call.
Mayor Linda. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Well, I've informed Sheriff Hooch that that you're coming, and he is one of those on the council who are not particularly happy with the decision to invite you here, but nonetheless, he has assured me that should you need anything from one of his deputies, he will certainly oblige reasonable requests. I've already spoken with the manager here at the Motel 6, and they've arranged a series of rooms, and you have free access to their business center, which has a copier and a printer, but only black, and has a 28.8 modem connectivity, and a fax machine. So if that is of use to you,
you don't need to get your deputies. Don't bother them with anything. They can handle their party parade, whatever that was.
Wonderful. Where would you like to get started?
Well, I think if there's somewhere that we can be efficient with our time, that we can gather a water sample and some rock samples at the same time, I think that would be very efficient. I do think Milton had a point about the pipes, but maybe we'll get there a little bit later.
Lead poisoning.
Well, you could go up to Lake Hamilton, which is about a half an hour up the mountain. There are a handful of cabins. I should warn you that there are some ornery folk up there, locals that don't take well to outsiders, but it's right on the upper slopes of the mountain before it reaches its peak, where only those who actually can climb. And there is a very large lake there that I'm sure you could easily take water samples from, if that is your desire.
You got some water? Like, I'm parched.
Hey, he's got coffee here, so here you go.
Oh,
thank you.
Didn't really know what anyone wanted, so I just got everyone a little bit of something.
Oh.
Thank you.
She just starts like pointing them out. This one's black. That one's cream, no sugar. That one's sugar, no cream. That's decaf. And she just kind of points through all of them.
Yes. Black, please. Thank you.
I'll take one of the ones with cream and like 5 sugar packets and dump them all in.
Right.
Taking one down.
Oh my. Make sure you brush later.
Well, and I do believe with Jethro with us, he can take care of any of those cantankerous folks that we might run across as we go up there.
Well, let's hope we don't come to that, but yeah, I mean...
Do our packing, as they say.
I would say,
oh,
goodness.
As against the rules. You can't... No.
Yep.
I do
that is against the rules.
You can't shoot
on the mountain.
geology.
Well, it depends on the type of weapon, I suppose, because we do have a hunting season, though you can't, as long as you don't go shooting any of the game up there, we're outside of the window for hunting season. But you could still carry. But please don't shoot any of our constituents, of course.
No, that's
not a plan.
I was just thinking he speaks their language. If he goes up carrying a shotgun and they have shotguns, then it's like, oh, look, we can be best friends.
Oh.
It don't work that way.
Oh.
It's
You'd
like
have a better chance than I
mating
would.
ritual. They're gonna fall in love.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever felt love there, Chad?
Oh, God. I've just been let down so many times before. I'm just really focusing on me right now.
Tell me about it. I recently got divorced. Oh
my God, that's terrible. Or wonderful. Like, I don't know.
Definitely wonderful. Definitely wonderful. The only good thing that man ever gave me was 2 delightful young children. I would love for you to meet them sometime.
Of course. Yeah, these guys keep me like so busy, but like if we have time, of course.
Hey,
You can see like Chad
absolutely.
like take this step back.
hey, Chad.
He's pretending to be doing something else.
Sure.
Chad, I need
He's
you.
looking for a map to look for where they're gonna go.
Chad, I need you over here. Can you come help me?
Yeah,
I love kids. I can meet them too
plot a
sometime.
course.
They're busy. So, and she like looks around for Chad.
Thank you, Mayor. I think we have everything that we need
Call me
now.
Linda.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if there's anything you need, you can just come find me downtown at the Civic Center, or just 2 blocks from that, I run a small little coffee shop as well, so you can stop by there as well. Free coffee while you're here if you need any pick me up or anything like that.
Sure. Do you have any? I know Milton is always honest about these kinds of things. A walkie-talkie or anything like that. He's always telling us that whenever we go somewhere, we should make sure
Communication is key.
Oh, absolutely. And she like goes over to her vehicle, which is again like this big Winnebago thing. And like I'm on, and then she pulls one out, and it's essentially like one of the something a deputy or a sheriff would carry or something like that. Make sure you stay on channel 5. Don't go on 7. That's the one that the sheriff has, and he will not like it if you interrupt his business. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. Wonderful.
Milton,
Okay,
is there
well,
anything else that we need to do before we begin our
Can
expedition?
I hold the radio?
Oh, yes, of course. My apologies. There you go.
7.
Okay. So she says her goodbyes. She like lingers around Chad,
Thanks,
and
Linda.
then she'll depart. Right.
Chad is
and
like
then
opening a bottle of like clearly Canadian, just like this incredibly 90s nonsense drink. Because he doesn't drink. I don't drink coffee. My body's a temple.
It's Sobe. Come on. Little orbits. Oh.
So where do you guys want to go? So you guys go up to the lake. You guys go up the mountain itself and start like, laying down some of your equipment. You guys, part of your giant van is tons of equipment. You have all sorts of reading. You got all sorts of things for taking readings. You also have a crab bot that you can deploy into various crevice nooks and crannies. It's very sensitive. That actually can show you like not only the seismic activity of the area, but actually can study. It can take soil samples from deep below the earth, and it also has a little camera on it as well. Even though like in 1997, the signal wasn't great, but you also have that. So you have lots of little things you could potentially do. Where would you guys like to begin your studies?
The lake.
That
Okay.
sounds like
Yep.
a good plan,
All right.
Milton.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The lake.
All right, so you guys get your maps out, you figure it out, no issues. And the good news is that you're driving away from downtown, so you're not even hitting any traffic at this point. Any traffic is going towards downtown. Eventually, you stop seeing the signs of like commercial buildings, and it just becomes this beautiful woodland forested mountain. You're driving 2 vehicles that are good with elevations. The Ram is just like revving it right up with no issue, and even the official like van that you're driving as well probably has like a V8 in it, and it's not having any issues with the climb. About a half an hour later, she's not wrong. Linda wasn't wrong. You all make it to like it says like you see this big wooden sign, and carved into it with a little bit of light paint, it says Lake Hamilton, and it kind of points one way, and like there's another one that points to like campgrounds and such, and then there's another one that points to like hot spring resort. So there's like different ways to go, but you've reached Lake Hamilton, and you start to get out. You look around. The trees where you get out, or where you're near, again, there's like a little kind of campground area. It's more like a cookout area at the edge of a lake, and then it spreads, like the shore goes in all different directions. When you get to the edge of the shore, it's this beautiful, like black, relatively serene, peaceful looking lake. You can even see on the other side of it, the slope of the mountain go further up the peak, and you can see that there's a handful of cabins and such as well. There are other people here, You can see some people seem to bypass the centennial celebration, or maybe they're just tourists. You even see like a boat out on the water, and there's like a guy who's like throwing the fishing hook out there. And then like even further out, you can see there's like a jet ski thing going on. Not jet ski, water ski. Like there's a fishing boat with a motor and someone behind it trying to do water skiing. And this is where you're at. What would you like to do? Who wants to take a test? Who wants to go study something? What do you got?
So Milton, for water testing, would you recommend that we test both the lake and the water at one of the cabins to test your lead theory?
I'm gonna take my cup from coffee earlier, just dip it into the water and take a sip. And then down the whole thing, like, yeah, there's lead.
You drink it, and it's very warm, first of all, which is kind of surprising considering like everybody you've seen so far has had like a flannel. No one really with jackets, but like long sleeve flannels and stuff. And there's like a coolness on the air, but it's fairly warm, and it's kind of it tastes a little off to you. Like you're also drinking from a lake in the United States, and that's a really bad decision.
Yeah.
And it's very warm and silty, and like something tastes off in it.
Does it taste like eggs?
No, it could. Something that went. It could be. It could taste like. There's a light hint on the back end of rotten eggs.
Okay.
You have Giardia now. I'm going to write him up.
I'm gonna fold it into a paper airplane and see how far I can get it out onto the lake.
Okay. Carbon copy.
That's around. I was littering now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's not a safety concern, though.
Well,
no.
Dr. Elias, perhaps I should do a slightly more scientific examination of the water.
Oh, yeah, we can do that too.
Would mind. I've got my field kit, and I am a hydrologist, as it were, so I think this would be a good thing that I can do.
Hey, how much water you need?
Just a 3 test tubes full, I believe, should be sufficient for the test I'm going to do.
All right. Well, I was just saying I got a pump in the back of the truck that could get out a whole bunch of water, but
oh my, I certainly hope we don't need that much, but maybe later.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Okay. So as you guys fan out, you start doing your tests, you start getting your water, you get your equipment set up and stuff like that. I'm going to call this a task, not a test. So in this game, there are tasks where it's not a question of you failing or succeeding. You're definitely going to succeed. It's just a question of how long it takes, how much wear and tear, how tired you get, or how much effort you have to pull in. You guys are professionals at this. You're a National Geological Survey Institute, and this is not something that would be very difficult for you. So this is going to be a low difficulty task, which means there is 5 total strain that needs to be divvied amongst the 5 of you, however you like. All of you could just take 1. That's totally fine. Or someone could take more than 1. And somebody else takes nothing. You guys can divvy it up as you see fit. But this is just to reflect the montage of you doing a series of water tests, basically.
So 5 strain split between all 5 of us?
Yep.
Exactly. It's just
everybody take one?
You want to do it.
I think I think the math is simple. Joe takes 2. The rest of you take 1.
That makes sense. He did drink the water.
Yep.
I'm good with everyone.
My immunity's up.
Okay.
Like if somebody wanted to take
right.
2 and like I don't take any, that'd be fine.
I'll take one for you.
No, I'm being a jerk. Like Jeremy doesn't want to do
it.
that.
No.
Do it.
Okay.
It fits both of us.
Yeah. And basically like Chad is the jerk who's not really contributing. He's looking to see if anybody who's like jet skiing has left their stuff out to where it might get pilfered.
There is stuff. Like you can definitely see that there are a couple vehicles near the water, much like where you guys have parked. And like you would imagine, one of them is probably whoever it is on the boat and the water skiing and all that kind of stuff. So absolutely, you see people's stuff here for sure. What would you like to do, Jeremy?
I'm gonna steal something. Chad's a bad guy.
Okay. Give me a test. This is going to take a test.
Okay.
It's going to take a test. This is basically to do so without being seen. So put together a pool.
Yeah.
Some sort of thiefy pilfering pool, however you want to do it. You tell me. What do you want?
I don't know that he's got any great like thiefy pilfering pool. Like I'm assuming it's mostly just based out of like him being like quick and collected and kind of paying attention to things, he might, pay attention to the site. But I can't see how it would argue navigation or climbing gear or anything like that. He might use it, make it look like he's setting up his climbing gear as he sits next to a spot. So it looks like he's fidgeting with setting up his gear while his hand slips down and grabs something.
Absolutely. Then that's a perfect way to make it useful. I would say athleticism or reasoning, however you want to play it, whether you want to.
I'll probably go athleticism. It's more that he's just a nimble-handed.
Quick with the hands.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. And yes, you can absolutely take your climbing gear for this because you made a good case.
So I've got a 6, a 6, a 4, and a 1.
Okay, 6, 6, a 4, and a 1. What's your athleticism?
1.
Okay, so you could go ahead and get rid of that 1 with your item. That'll kick that up to a 2. You got 2 hits left with 2 6s. You absolutely succeed. No one notices you. You start going through what looks like it definitely looks like it's a rental vehicle. Like this is certainly somebody's vehicle that they don't own. And you can even see like the rental agreement and such, but they left it unlocked. And so there you are, just kind of getting your things together, and you see a hitch, so you think maybe the jet ski people, this is probably their stuff. And you can see they left like a backpack, a purse, that kind of stuff. And you just start kind of grabbing little things here and there, and no one seems any wiser.
I'll add to my inappropriate item.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything that they want to call out?
Just setting stuff up for people.
Okay. All right.
Making sure that people follow safety regulations while they set things up.
Okay.
You're such a manager. You're such a manager. You're just making sure.
You can definitely tell that Chad is not doing his job.
Nope.
At all.
So the only thing is, did Chad take any safety equipment from that truck, like a life jacket?
No, I don't think so.
Then I don't.
I mean, Chad looks like he's actively getting his climbing gear ready.
Yeah. Then I'm very neutral on it. Listen, if I would have seen Chad taking a life vest, I would have removed his last write-up that I did. But he didn't.
Okay.
So it stands.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are spread along, Joe, did you have something?
I was going to say, I want to look around and see if there's any people that set me up, because Elias Sherbert's kind of interested and curious. He's always got another eye out for things that are off-putting people-wise. So I just want to see if there's maybe more police activity, more something going on like that.
You look around and you don't notice any signs of police vehicles at all. You don't see anything like that. You don't see park ranger vehicles, nothing like that. The one thing you do notice is on the far side of the lake. It's not even on the same side you're on. It's way on the other side. You can see that there is like a dock. You would imagine it's one of the private cabin docks. And you can see that there is an old woman. And you can see this big poofy white hair. And you can see she's standing at the end of it. And there's a little dog kind of yipping around at her feet. And every time the jet ski goes past, you can see she pulls her rifle out and she fires at the water. And so every single time. And as you're watching, maybe the third or fourth time it goes past, you can see the people who are in the jet, who's on the jet ski finally notice and quickly jerk, and they get thrown up and out of the jet ski itself, and they go splashing down. The jet ski just goes zipping and zipping and zipping until it's far away from whoever it is that just got thrown inside.
All right. Do they look like they have are they struggling? Do they have life vests on?
You definitely see them struggling a little bit. Yeah, you definitely see them struggling a little bit.
Okay. Hey guys, looks like someone's drowning out there. Someone's shooting.
Oh shit! It has.
Oh no! Is that related to our
Jethro
job?
will just jump in the water and start swimming out there.
Okay, so Jethro jumps in the water and just starts swimming out towards the middle of the lake. Phenomenal! I love it. Joe, did you want to do anything with that?
Is there any what direction is that jet ski going towards us, or is there a boat or anything?
It's parallel to you guys. Like it's a huge lake, and so it's a ways out there. It's going to be a little time for Jethro to get out there, but he's swimming. He's swimming something fierce. So it's going to be a ways. It's not coming towards you now.
I want to see if I can
eventually it does kind of come to a stop.
Yeah, I want to try and like wave down anyone else on the lake and see if there's like a boat or something I can get the attention of.
You look around and you can see there's a guy fishing in a small boat. It's got a little outdoor motor. But it's fairly small, and he's kind of fishing, and he sees you.
Can I use my crank radio flashlight to like get his attention better?
Okay, yeah, you flash at him, and then he's like, and then eventually he'll turn the boat, and he'll get close to you. He won't come all the way to shore, and they'll be like, "What do you want?
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Over there, people drowning,
huh? Where?
Over there.
I can't see. I don't see nothing.
Pointing my light over at him.
I can't see. I can barely see you.
And what time of day is it? Is it like full?
Oh, it's bright.
He's just an old guy with bad eyesight.
He's just an old man with that.
And this is an old guy that pulled up to us so Joe can talk at him.
Yeah.
I'm going to commandeer his boat.
All right, tell me how. You're just gonna
Safety
like swash out there,
and then I'm gonna
go. Give me a pull for this. This is gonna be a test to see if you can successfully commandeer this boat.
Do you want composure or reasoning?
I want athleticism, technically. Like, you're gonna be trying to wrestle this guy away.
I don't want to wrestle him. I just want to yell safety inspector and take his boat.
And when he says hell no and pushes you out of the boat, then yeah, I think so. The rule I say is so in the rules, what I say is use the attribute that either best helps you or most hurts you in the situation. And so in this case, I think your athleticism will probably
that's
be
fair.
Most effective. Yeah. You can still all use your other stuff if it's relevant. If you think it's relevant.
Well, I mean, the workplace safety guide, I'm not pulling that out because it's not laminated.
You don't want it to get wet.
Just disappointingly. And this OSHA safety guidelines, I don't think that would come in. But I do think booze would come in. Have you heard of the ancient fighting technique known as pocket sand?
Oh, you're just
just splash it in.
I like it. Absolutely, take it. That's hilarious.
All right.
So you see freaking Milton start sloshing out into the water, pulls his flask out, like, "What do you want? Get out of here!" And then you try to
safety inspector throw some booze in his face.
Inspection.
Okay.
All right.
I got a 5, a 3, and 2 6s.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that's phenomenal.
So that's
one medal, man.
Oh, but I used my
your items,
so I get rid of the 3.
And you just straight up describe what it looks like as you steal this boat from this guy. What does it look like? Oh my goodness!
I just shove him into the water and then hop in the boat.
Okay, so you see him. He falls back, splashes into the water. You hop into the boat. Dr. Elias, are you going with him?
Yes, I'll follow him.
Okay. So the two of you get in the boat, and now you start driving. You start piloting the boat out into the middle of the lake. You've got Jethro, who is swimming out into the middle of the lake. What about Dr. Annie? You've been...
No, please. Ahead, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Please.
Okay. Dr. Annie and Chad are still on the shore, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. Isn't this the best thing ever, Annie?
This is an interesting turn of events. I do think perhaps that maybe one of us should gather the elderly gentleman from the water.
No.
I just got these boots.
No, you misunderstand.
You're not there. You're not there anymore.
It's very shallow. I'm pretty sure he can just stand up. He'll be fine. Let's wait a second. He's
clearly drowning.
Let's not assume anything about him. Give the man a chance.
Annie will try to rescue this old gentleman now that the boat is taking off.
As you make steps in the direction of where the man is clearly flailing in the water, surprised, confused, booze in his eyes, can't see, doesn't know what the hell just happened, the ground starts to shake. he starts to shake here and there, and you see as the vehicle that Chad had been pilfering, you can see it kind of dislodges, like maybe they didn't have the parking brake on, and it starts to roll backwards. And we are going to move into a confrontation because not only is the ground starting to shake, but in the water here and there, we're starting to see if we get that like underwater camera, and we can see like the legs of Adam's character just swimming, but underneath it, we just see like the bubbles coming up from below as there's something going on deep in the water. So we're going to move into a confrontation.
Heck yeah.
So let me walk through how this works. So in a confrontation, you guys, it's basically like it has like a combat oriented kind of structure. So everyone takes a turn to do something. There is what's called a threshold. So you guys are dealing with a situation that has a threshold. It's a danger, and the danger is obviously like there's these earthquake warning signs, bubbling water like that's starting to boil, and like there's trees that are potentially in danger. This vehicle just got shook loose and is barreling towards where Dr. Annie is, and so this earthquake situation is now happening while some of you in very vulnerable positions. And so you all, when your turn comes around, you can go in whatever order. I'm going to give it to Melissa first because I described the fact that there is a vehicle that's going to hit her in a second. But after that, you guys can go in whatever order. Everyone goes once, and then we go around again. After you go, though, the danger goes, and the danger has like different things that it can do, and different things in different ways it can target people, and different ways that you have to defend against it. So that is what we're at now. And then you, on your turn, you basically can take one action that can somehow like progress the situation in some way, right? And that's what you're and you describe what you're doing. You make a test, and then based upon how well you do, you might advance the threshold. You might take some damage or some strain, or something bad might happen to you in the process. And that's effectively how it works. And back and forth we go. It's like you'll go, danger goes, you'll go, danger goes, around and around and around. All right?
Got it.
Okay. So we're going to start. Okay. So the ground's starting to shake. The water's starting to bubble. And we can see some of the trees look like they're starting to rumble and move. And now this is not just some light tremor. That's what Mayor Linda described it. As you can see, like this is actively shaking the area. So much so that this, we'll call it like a Jeep Cherokee, those pieces of crap, it gets loose and starts rolling down at Dr. Annie. Dr. Annie, you go. What do you want to do?
So I'm going to say that she wants to see if she can kind of jump to the side and then get inside this and see if she can just kind of quickly throw the parking brake on it.
All right. That sounds very athletic to me. So I think athleticism is probably going to be the answer here. So put together, so you got your athleticism pool most likely.
Yes.
You got any expertise or items that are going to come into play?
I do not believe so. She's got her field kit. So the only thing that I think I might be able to do with the field kit is like when I kind of get into the truck, sort of throw the field kit onto the brake while she tries to like pull the parking brake. Cause I imagine it's sort of like a physical parking brake because it's a little bit of an older truck. So just using that to try to put it on the brake.
Something heavy, just using it for its heft. Sure. Okay. We'll take it. Yeah.
My athleticism is a 3, so this is not necessarily her thing, but
Can't wait to one-shot you with a loose Jeep Cherokee.
Well, all right. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5.
Oh God. Okay.
So I'm going to leave the 1 and the 2 alone, and then with use of my field kit item, I'm going to change the 4 to a 5, so that I will have 2 5s. So I will take one of those to cancel out, one of them to succeed, and so then I'll take one back.
That sounds right. Yeah. So your second 5 will cancel out, like we'll say the 2. Your other 5 succeeds at the task, and the 1 comes back to you as strain, which makes sense. You're doing this crazy thing. Yeah. So describe it. So describe what it looks like as you manage to hop into the vehicle.
Tries to like jump out of the way when the truck is coming, and then jump into the truck because Chad had kind of left the door open because he had been pilfering like in the truck maybe. And so she's able to kind of jump in, throw the field kit down, yank the parking brake. But it worked kind of quicker than she thought. And so she just sort of like banged her head forward because obviously she shouldn't have like a seatbelt or anything on. So say in the process of successfully breaking this, she hurt herself.
All right. So you're in the vehicle. You've got the parking brake on. Like the vehicle comes to a lurch, like right before it's about to roll into the lake. And then suddenly you feel it's like the vehicle just keeps going. As Chad, outside, you can see that the ground itself has started to fracture. And right at the edge of this parking lot, it started to fracture a little bit, and it's starting to tip now. And you can see the whole Jeep Cherokee is starting to lift, like it's despite the parking brake being on, is probably going to slide down into the water nonetheless. And this is going to target the person who acted most recently. So it's still going to target you, Melissa.
Yeah.
As you feel yourself suddenly getting lifted up as if it's going to flip into the lake now. What do you want to do?
So for me to try to combat this, essentially?
Defense. Yeah, this is your defense. This is what it's doing. It's doing a harass attack.
Okay.
Which is strain. It's targeting. It's going to give you strain potentially.
And what is it?
Use your athleticism. Again.
Athleticism. Okay. All right. That's what I was checking. It's on my athleticism. So I would say now that she's stopped the truck, now she wants to try to dive back out of it.
Okay.
So I think it's pretty simple. She like got in because she didn't want to be hit by it, and then realized being in it is a bad thing, and so now she wants to jump right back out again.
All right.
I would say the field kit is in use, so that's kind of how I don't think the harmonica has anything to do with anything right now. So
I don't think so. Okay.
I'm hoping there's some time where we need to like call out to each other and all make a good use of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, heck yeah. All right. So athleticism is a 4. I rolled a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
4, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Your athleticism is a 3.
Yep.
So that's definitely a success. Not only do you defend against it with the 5, but you actually can take the 6 now, and you can contribute that into like progressing the danger even further as you hop out. And so maybe you reach back in and you grab your field kit just in time.
Yes.
So you still have it. Okay.
I like that.
So meanwhile, in the lake, we've got, I will say, like Dr. Elias and Milton, you're in the boat. You probably don't immediately notice anything amiss because the outboard motor is going on and you're not necessarily looking over your shoulder and back. But I will say one person who does notice is something very strange is Jethro. As Jethro, you've been swimming, and the water has been very warm, but suddenly you feel it's really hot. Like you can feel this. It's almost like you're starting to swim through boiling water. It just feels like scalding water all of a sudden coming up from below. What would you like to do?
How close am I to the victim?
To the one that's floated, like the one that flew off the jet ski. You maybe halfway there. Looking around, I'll say that you can see maybe this lake has one of those like platforms in the middle. You know, those like leaping off platforms that you see in a lot of places. Maybe say there's one of those that's out here that's kind of chained and anchored somewhere deep into the bottom of the lake. That's probably the closest thing. And then you also see a boat starting to pass by a little bit further away where there's Dr. Elias and Milton. Where they got the boat from, who knows? But they're just sort of driving past in that boat.
All right. So where's the jet ski in relation to everything?
The jet ski is probably the furthest away because it was closest to the other side of the lake.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to try and get over to the wooden platform, and then I'm going to try and run over and see if there's any rope or anything on this wooden platform, or like a life preserver or something like that.
Okay, so let's do a test for athleticism to see if you can kind of like swim fast enough to get onto the platform before like all the bubbling comes and gets you.
Yeah. All right, so it's
athleticism,
4d6.
and then if you have anything that you think applies, you could also potentially use that.
I don't think a Dodge Ram shotgun or mechanical engineering applies to this. So.
You could shoot the water.
I could shoot the water. All right, let's go ahead and. And that is 5, 2, 3, 2. But fortunately,
what's your athleticism?
1.
Okay.
So I got 1 hit.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
So you're good. It's dicey, and you're starting to feel like the heat on you significantly, but you're able to race over, climb up onto the platform. You can see your exposed skin is very, very red and agitated, but it looks like you got out just in time. When you look back below you, you can see the water itself, that kind of dark, brackish lake water, is kind of starting to bubble a bit here and there. You look for, there's no life preservers, but you did notice that there is like a rope here. Like there's these different like handles like anchored into each side, and there's like a handful of rope around it. Yeah.
So I'm going to start undoing the rigging in order to toss that rope out to the victim. I don't know if I can do that on this turn or not. So.
Not this turn. No. Yeah. But I mean, we could say as part of your action, you toss it. Like that's fine. We could say it's out there, but like pulling them in, but we'll say you can toss the rope as far as you can. All right. So let me see how it reacts. It's going to use a harass. It's going to target. This is going to target everybody because none of you have wounds yet. So this is going to target PC with the most wounds, which means all of you are going to get something. And all of you are going to have to respond with your composure. So all at once throughout this situation, who's driving the boat? Who's piloting the boat? Who's got the motor going? You feel the motor starting to it kind of like it dies on you. And that's when you look down and you notice that the water itself is starting to bubble and boil, and the actual outboard motor seems to have stopped functioning. And I'll say at this point, obviously, like Dr. Sherbert, you see this as well. So that's over by you. You guys are now kind of floating aimlessly as the water is beginning to boil around you. Meanwhile, back on shore, where Dr. Annie just dove back out of this Cherokee that's kind of flipping over into the water, you can see that rupture of earth continues, and it kind of snakes over towards one of these trees, and this tree just suddenly starts to fall down in the direction of where Chad and Annie are. And then over where Adam is, or I should say where Jethro is, you can start to feel like the platform itself is almost beginning to sink as you see between the different beams, this bubbling water comes up between each of those seams. So each of you needs to make a composure test to keep your cool in this crazy situation. While they're doing this, there are different classes of dangers. And so there's a brute, which is essentially just like a Friday the 13th, Jason, Halloween, Mike Myers kind of danger. There's insidious, which is like a ghost. There's a swarm, which could be like locusts or birds or whatever. And then there's what's called environmental, which is what this is. The idea of the entire environment is effectively gone against you in some way. And that's what's happening right now.
So everyone's making a composure?
Everyone's making a composure test to keep their cool in the face of various dangers.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay. So how'd you do, Melissa?
I did awful. So my composure is a 2, and I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 5. So
a 1, a 2, and a 5.
I would like to succeed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're still going to take some harass.
Yeah.
You're going to take some strain.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end up taking 3.
Okay, so you're going to take three strain. You already had some strain, I think.
I already had 2, so this gives me a wound plus a strain in the next track.
Okay. Oof. So what do you think the wound is? Do you think you kind of like you probably don't have, the tree probably doesn't fall on top of you. It's probably something, maybe it could. What do you think? Does it fall on top of you and like get a leg or something?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that the tree falls. And so like I was so focused on the Jeep, and like the Jeep was, kind of this direction, and then I'm like trying to jump that way, and then the tree just comes in this direction, and so I kind of just jumped like out of the frying pan into the fire, so to speak.
What a terrible day.
Absolutely. Still doing better than her last one.
Yeah.
Okay, so she falls. She's not pinned so much as like you just fall. You kind of get knocked over. You feel the part of the tree, maybe like a large branch, not necessarily the trunk, falls. Maybe you hear like a crack of something.
Yeah.
Adam, how did you do?
I got a 3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Composure, which is a 2.
Okay, you're good to go. Your 6 will succeed, so you're solid there. And then even with your extra 5, we could say, because like you could put that towards the threshold that you're trying to reach, like you're trying to progress. So maybe like you see the guy, like you threw the rope last time we saw you. The guy grabs it and he's panicking and screaming out in pain. And so maybe your extra bit is like pulling him to safety at this point.
Yep,
Like you're just
I'd
like
like
staying
that.
cool and pulling,
Nice.
pulling and pulling. Perfect. Jeremy, how did you do with Chad?
Got 6, 5, 3, 3. My composure's a 3.
Okay, so it looks like a 6 will pass for you. A 5 will cancel one of those 3s, and so you're going to take 1 strain back.
Okay.
As like things are just maybe shaken, so not that big a deal for you. The sudden shock of seeing Annie just get bulldozed by a.
I would say
all
her
the
arm
earth
is
starting up
broken.
around
That's
you.
kind of what I'm going to say. That's what happened.
Gnarly. Oh.
Okay.
Chad is all
okay, so-
about appearances, and this arm
Yeah.
no longer
Oh my
appears.
God. You're going to look like a
Pleasant.
freak for the rest of your life.
Pulls on her arm, it just starts waving the other arm.
Yeah.
Joe, how did you do?
I rolled a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 6, and my composure is a 1. So
Okay. Looks like you're fine.
yeah.
Because your 5 will cancel the 1 and your
Yep.
6 will succeed. You keep your shit together. You do see that the water around you is starting to bubble, starting to boil. There's a significant amount of heat, maybe other sorts of chemicals beginning to sort of pollute the waters as well, coming up from below. But you manage to like keep your cool. You see what's happening. You look over, you see the platform, and there's Jethro pulling one guy to safety. You look back, that poor old man that the two of you assaulted and threw in the water is drowning in this boiling water because both Chad and Dr. Annie are busy right now dealing with a runaway Cherokee and a tree that's falling all over the place. And then Milton, how did you do?
Single success.
Okay. Nothing coming back? You're all set?
Just
Okay. So
yeah, single success.
the two of you are just like riding the momentum basically of this boat into the middle of the lake, but you can see around you the things are bubbling. Okay. So anyone can go next. So with the exception of Adam and Melissa, who have already gone. So Jeremy, you got something, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
So the outboard motors cut out. I guess the results of my turn all hinge on one very important question. Looking at the contents of this boat that I have commandeered, is there a life preserver, life jacket, safety vest, flotation device?
Do you want there to be one?
I absolutely do.
There is one. Yes, there is one. He wasn't wearing it because he's an old man, but he has one.
Yeah, that's totally fair. My only concern is getting this life jacket on Adam's character.
Okay. So you're gonna try to steer the boat
Yeah.
in the direction of the platform.
Like I'll
Okay.
grab a rudder, cooler full of Bud Lights, whatever I can
Okay.
to guide
You're gonna
me
start.
to that.
Oh God. Okay. Sure. So let's do a test then. As you want to get to the center, you could do athleticism to just try to use like what you have here to paddle.
That makes the most sense, and
okay,
I'm real
let's
bad
do
at it, which sounds fun.
Good. All right.
Okay. No.
No. How bad is it?
3 fumbles.
Oh
He
God.
fumbles.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh God.
1, 2, and a 3, and a 4.
Oh no.
Oh God, that's so bad. Okay, so in this case, you've reached too far into the water with whatever you had, and you just
Come back
something.
with a skeleton arm.
Yeah, and you pull back, and your skin is peeling. You take 3 strain,
Okay.
which I believe you already had some.
I had 1, so that bumps me up to the first wound.
Exactly. So you take a wound, and we could say it that way. We could just say like skeletal hand. We could just say like marred hand or something like that, right? As you reach down in to go to paddle, and as you pull your arm back out from your hand up to your forearm, you can just see your skin is just like covered in like blisters and like 3rd degree like chemical burns and stuff.
You ever
like
do
that.
like a crock pot slow cooker roast beef?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's like that.
Just tender.
Oh, God.
No,
I don't want that. So, okay. And unfortunately, because you failed, you turn, but you don't turn sharply enough, and so it's like you're taking like this wide circle around the platform. And not only that, the danger gets to retaliate. This is going to be a harass attack. This is going to be against you again, Chuck.
How?
It's a PC who acted most recently. And this is going to be your composure. So your your arm is like literally dripping with skin. Your skin is falling off. Composure test to keep your cool and to not panic.
Okay, so that's it's composure, which is really nice.
Good.
That breaks me. I got 1 fumble and 1 success.
Okay,
and
so you can succeed, and then you'll take 1 strain as well as maybe a little bit of it's stress, maybe it's panic, something like that.
Mhm.
You'll take 1 point of strain.
Sure.
But that I'll say what that allows you to do is like you keep your cool and you start to turn the boat. And so now the boat is drifting towards the platform. You have it on the right heading. It's just not quite there yet. Okay. Dr. Elias or Chad?
I want to run away so bad, but like you can't just do that by yourself because it looks bad. So what I need to do is save the doctor, right? Pull her out from underneath the tree, get her to the van, and then we can run away in the van because I saved her, and then it's okay to run away. So
He says to the camera. Just turns. It's like a fourth wall breaking moment.
he's
It's
what's the name of the dude
Scrubs.
from Saved by the Bell? It's that dude, but slightly older.
Zach Morris or something?
I totally see this guy's like the Zach Morris dude, just a little bit older.
I love it. Okay, so you want to help her. You want to pull her out.
Yeah.
You can see the ground's rupturing a bit. The Cherokee is like still kind of up on a 45-degree angle, still looking like it's going to tip. You race over it. You try to pull her out from under. Absolutely. Go right ahead.
A lot of times in climbing equipment, you have those things where they look almost like a little hook thing that you use to like, I don't know what you call it. I know what it is. It's got the handle. It's got the little hook blade thing that you can like.
It's like a carabiner.
It's like a rock hammer.
Carabiner. Yeah.
Carabiner.
Basically, maybe use that to try and hack into a piece of something to help get some extra leverage to pull stuff off of her.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we said, we see like a big branch, not necessarily the trunk is pinning her, and you're just like hacking through it for sure.
Okay. It's okay. It's a 3, a 3, a 4, and a 5. It's middling.
Okay. Well,
My
your
athleticism is a
equipment,
1.
and your equipment will kick that up can kick the 4 to a 5, so it gives you 2 hits.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like your 1-5 for the success, absolutely, and then you can even put the extra success towards towards progressing the danger.
Perfect.
And so maybe in addition to just like hacking into this thing and freeing her, like that allows maybe like the tree was maybe like pinned awkwardly and it kind of rolls, and maybe it starts to get on the backside of that raised bit of pavement where the Cherokee is tipping up, and it almost like seesaws it back down a little bit. And so now you have this moment where it doesn't even look like the truck is even going to go in the water anymore. Okay.
What a hero without even trying to be.
It's going to do the right thing for all the wrong reasons.
Perfect. Okay. So this is going to target the PC who acted most recently. This is your athleticism.
Okay.
Something from your trucks. So let's say, which you've been focused so heavily on this random Cherokee that you totally stole from, and this tree, you didn't even notice that the whole time, like your van has been slowly kind of backing and backing and backing. And as you pull her free, and you finally get like a deep breath, you look up and you see suddenly your van is smashing into you. And if it doesn't hit you, it's going to hit this other Cherokee. So athleticism to defend against it.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, so clearly the first thing to do is drop the doctor like a sack of potatoes.
Push her out in front.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
to slow down the van.
The safest place is under
my
the van
other
that's
PC as an
rolling
item.
over.
I'm not jumping underneath that. Yeah, that's I'm totally gonna just drop you because there's no way you can jump out of that way. I'm throwing you under the van to save you.
Exactly.
Chad would just jump out of the way, maybe if he still has a chunk of that tree that the carabiner's hooked into, like try and yank it with him to kind of maybe have it like go under the wheel or something to try and.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go under the van if
Indiana
a panther
Jones
attacks.
stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
You say panther, there's gonna be one. You guys are in a mountain again.
Okay.
Throw a
3,
panther
3,
in.
3, 6.
Okay, that's all you needed. The 6 is good, right? So you defended, you're good. So you pull it, and like so basically that big branch kind of gets between your giant van and this raised pavement and the Cherokee. They smash together, but like the branch is in between, so maybe it could have been way worse. But like your van is scratched up, the Cherokee is all scratched up, and but you're okay. All right, we go to, I think last to go is Joe.
Yeah.
So Joe, you are in this boat. You are slowly moving in the direction of the platform. You can see your buddy Milton is missing most of the skin from his arm. And you can see that Jethro is like heroically pulling up this one swimmer. And I would say like his pants are probably like, it's like the classic, like some of it's been burnt and stuff, so it's all patchy, but it just looks so heroic because he's got all these holes and stuff in his clothes.
So how many? There was two struggling. Was there another one in the water that needed saving?
Yeah. So there was the jet ski driver, and then there was the guy that you threw in the water.
That's back over by Chad and Annie.
Oh, okay. I guess.
And also, you can tell that the platform is sinking, and so like even if Jethro gets him up, like there's still the danger of that thing sinking all the way.
Okay. Yeah, I want to assist in all of that and try and get Jethro and the guy that they're saving up into our boat where they won't be burned.
So one of the things I'm going to throw out there, since the two of you are like you and Chuck are in such close proximity, you don't have to do this, but one of the things you can do in this game is you can assist. So if you assist, what that means is whoever's assisting the roller, and so in this case, Chuck would have to be the assister because it's your turn. He would have to take one strain, but that means that you get an extra die on the roll, and you get to count 4s as successes, not just 5s and 6s. So, just throwing that out there.
Up to Chuck.
Sure, I'll take a strain.
Heck yeah. Okay. I will do 5d6 then.
Okay, so are you just trying to like get the boat over there, just trying to steer it, or are you trying, like, describe what it is you're doing?
I'm trying to navigate the boat in a way that it's not going to hurt anyone. I'm not going to crash into them because we're trying to run over there as fast as possible. But boats don't stop on a dime, don't turn on a dime. So I need to be able to navigate, pilot it.
Gotcha. All right. Reasoning maybe if you're talking about aiming it, athleticism if you think it's more of a physical thing. Probably one of those two makes the most sense. I think.
Yeah, maybe reasoning. Not sure. I'll go.
It's just maybe trying to like maybe there's an oar or something. You're trying to just use the oar to kind of cut the water to like redirect your angle a little bit.
You're focusing.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a 3, a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 1. And because he's assisting, those 4s are successes. So 3 successes, 1 fail.
And you can cancel the fumble, you can cancel the 1 out, and still have 2 successes, which means that you are able to successfully move the boat up right as like you see Jethro pulls this guy who, much like Chuck's arm, or I should say Milton's arm, this guy is covered in these types of patches of skin. But Jethro, you're able to pull him up. You can feel the platform sinking. You see the water like squeeze up from the seams between the planks. But right as it looks like you're about to sink, Jethro, suddenly there's this boat that just slowly moves past you, and you see your 2 friends, Dr. Sherbert. Dr. Sherbert. Oh,
and
goodness.
so
yeah, you can describe it. I get a retaliation, but go ahead and describe what you do.
No, I'm just gonna make sure that the victim here gingerly gets into the boat, and then after that, I'm gonna dive into the boat, like all dramatically.
Okay. I like it. So you guys are loading you're loading up,
helping them in, and then
You know, and then he like sees Milton, maybe like Milton, like he's got his arm up too. Is that what I look like? Is that what... And then you push him into the boat and you jump in after. This is going to target the person with the most strain. Who call out your strain? Where's everybody at?
I have a
I'm
wound
at
plus
two.
one.
Do we
Just
count
got-
wounds as strain?
No. It's just straight up strain.
Okay, then
So what
that's
do you
only
get?
5.
No, you'd
No.
only have the 2. You'd only have one. Like whatever it is your new line is at. So you can ignore all of the strain that comes before the first wound doesn't count towards this.
So, okay, then I think it's 2.
Okay, so you got 2.
I'm also at 2.
Joe's got 2. What about you? Okay, so this is
1.
going to target the boat.
Mhm.
This is going to target the boat then. Targeting both the guys in the boat. You guys have to use your reasoning as you realize as the extra weight of 2 additional people onto this already somewhat compromised boat, you guys are starting to sink now even further. And as you do, you realize water is beginning to come into the boat itself and starting to singe some of the things in here. So the 2 of you, so Dr. Sherbert and Milton, go ahead and make some reasoning tests to try to outsmart this this situation.
Oh, the solution is simple. That man isn't carried on our insurance.
We don't
Wow.
take your carrier.
Denied.
No Blue Cross Blue Shield here.
This is reason.
Reasoning.
Oh,
Uh,
single
on a-
success.
That's all you needed. As long as you didn't roll anything worse than that, right? You're good. You just
2
Okay.
3s, a 4, and a 6.
you're good to go. Then your 1 is fine. Maybe you get up, like you know how boats have like the sink, the deeper parts, and then they have like the upper part. Maybe you just reposition yourself slightly.
Okay.
What about Dr. Sherbert?
Yeah, I got 1, 2 4s, and a 6. So
1. Okay. Okay.
I'm assuming it's beneficial to take 1 strain.
Absolutely, because you're going to take one either way in this case, because you're either going to take it from failing or you're going to take it from the fumble, and so you take 1 point of strain. But you guys reposition yourselves in such a way. Maybe you throw some other stuff overboard, like the cooler.
That's what I was
or
thinking.
this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys start making room. All right. That is the first full round. You guys have made decent progress on this, but you still got a group of people out in the lake, and you have 2 people on the shore. Anyone can act at this point. You guys are pretty close to hitting the threshold, but who has something they want to do in this case? There's craziness going on in the middle of the water. There's a dying old man who
That's
has
what-
booze in his
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, that's what Annie wants to address is the old man. Because she has like been ping ponging between like jumping in the Cherokee, jumping out of the Cherokee, getting pulled away from the tree, getting pulled away from the van that was going by.
Yeah.
So she's like,
Arm
you know what? I'll just
dangling
go
strangely.
in the water, doggy paddle with one arm because her other arm's broken, and she's going to try to grab the old guy.
Okay.
To Chad's dismay.
Sounds like
Oh my god.
It sounds like athleticism. I'm afraid.
I know. I am doing all of the things that I'm not at all good at.
That's great.
Field kit doesn't
Chainsaw
help.
guy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is that moment.
Harmonica. I don't think I can get his attention sufficiently with the harmonica, so I thought about it.
Picture her. She's on the shore. She doesn't swim out. She just tries to, because he's blinded with the booze. He doesn't know which way to swim. So she's playing the harmonica
Swim
to
toward
beckon him to shore.
Old McDonald.
That's what I was doing. Hell yeah.
Because if
Oh,
I did that,
goodness.
I could roll composure instead of athleticism.
Do it
Piano
then.
man
You're
as you
welcome.
I'm gonna do
drown.
that.
Do it.
I'm gonna
This game is not a serious
I'm gonna
game.
yell, swim to me, and then she's just gonna use the harmonica.
I can't hear you. My ears. I'm so old. I can't see. I can't hear. Oh, I wake up 17 times to pee.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow. Oh my god. I even went composure so I'd have a 2 instead of a 1, but I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 2.
101,
A
a 2 and a 2. You got 4 freaking fumbles?
I did.
All right.
So
Oh, goodness.
I would like to throw out there is that the ground is still shaking, right? Like this is still a thing that's happening.
Yeah.
So can we say that she just sort of like falls and is like choking on a harmonica that she would have been like blowing on and is now like lodged in her mouth? She just fell.
Oh man!
So you just hear this like harmonica sound, and she's just like breathing out of harmonica.
Yes, you have a harmonica lodged in your throat. That is your second wound as you fall. Oh God. Okay. That is so bad. That was your action. That wasn't even mine. You still have to retaliate.
Please don't roll it on me, because I'm gonna die.
It is you. I need to say.
Oh God.
It is composure. It is composure.
All right.
Oh goodness.
So thankfully
Did
in
you
the
fall
system,
into the water?
I fell. I would like to say like I'm on the ground, above
You're
the
not
water.
in like heavy deep water, so it could just be like the shallows.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So the good thing about this system is that the fact that I have 2 wounds doesn't affect my roll. So I'm still rolling against my 2 composure. So let's see
You
if I
always
can
have
do
your
better.
harmonica on you now.
Yeah. When she screams for help, she's got an accompaniment when she's doing it.
All right. 3, 3, a 4, and 5.
3, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm
Okay.
good.
You do manage to quickly scramble out, but as you go to talk, you just hear the sounds of a harmonica coming out. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Who would like to go next? Chad, do you want to follow up on that? Or does the boat crew want to try to do something?
I'd like to do something.
All right, Jethro, what do you got?
I'm going to take the rope and I'm going to tie a little knot in it, and so that I have like a makeshift lasso.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to throw it towards the shore. I'm going to try and hit Chad with it so Chad can pull us in.
Okay. Take athleticism, it sounds like, because it's physical. So yeah. Okay. Trying to remember what your expertise. Your expertise was mechanical engineering. I don't think that applies here.
No.
Okay. But you have 2 people on the rope, or 2 people on the boat with you if anyone wanted to assist. Joe, if you wanted to assist or something like that. Keep the boat steady while he's like standing up and
I would assist, but that would put me at a wound.
Okay.
All right.
Actually,
Sure.
I'll do it.
Do you
I'll
want to
wound
assist?
myself.
You're
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah,
Oh.
let's do it. I'll burn myself.
Okay.
All right. So that's a 5th die, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 5th die, and you can count 4s as successes as hits as well. Excuse me. So 5s, 4s, and 6s are good. All good for you now.
5 hits.
5 hits.
Wow.
Okay.
I got a 6, 5, 6, 4, 5.
Wow.
6, 5, 6, 4, 5. Okay. Not only do you lasso Chad, and like you literally lasso because he's just standing there watching the lunacy of what just happened to Dr. N. Chad, there's suddenly a lasso around you. And you look up and you see it's attached to the boat that's kind of just like listlessly drifting and trying to make it back to shore.
These
And you
assholes
can
are going
see
to pull me
there's 4
in.
Make yourself useful and walk
That's not
backwards.
happening.
And you just sort of pull, and as you do so, the ground settles finally, and you get them to shore. And that, I mean, you crush that roll. That is enough to overcome this danger as you get everyone to safety, except for that poor old man that Annie was unable to save, and you don't hear him screaming anymore. You guys are on shore, all safe now.
What
Great
an
roll.
awesome roll.
Wow.
That's
You're welcome.
amazing.
I got you.
Yeah. Thanks to Joe.
Chad will absolutely take credit for that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys say to each other? What do you guys do as you make it to shore?
Scream.
You take stock of things.
Okay, we're getting in the van.
Scream.
Get your truck ready. We need to go. Like, we need to go bravely, run away, and tell the townsfolk that there's danger.
Anyone have any aloe vera?
They probably have
Need
it
a
in
lot.
town, so we should go now.
Okay.
Hey, anybody know the Heimlich maneuver?
you
I
need
I
help
bet
with
the
that?
doctor in town does.
Yeah. All right, let's get you there. So,
Okay.
hey, I'll like pick out like a blanket or something that I had stowed in the back of the truck, and I'll put it down. I'll put a tarp over it, and then so it's a soft tarp to lay on, and then we'll help the burn victims lay down on there as we're going to take them back to town. And
so we'll say you saved the one, so you managed to pull the jet ski guy, but that poor old man didn't make it.
No, he didn't.
So as you fish him out, you pull him over, you realize he's just kind of floating there, his head's down in the water, he's that pose. You pull him over and he's got burns all over him, his eyes are squinted closed and everything, and you pull him over and you realize no pulse, like he is definitely gone.
Well, I mean, Milton was a burn victim too, so I figure he could go back there. Yeah. Just lay down. We'll get you to town, buddy.
Dr. Annie is like probably going, like looking pleadingly at Milton as the safety expert to be the one to help her dislodge this harmonica.
You got like musical asthma right now.
And
I see that.
she's doing the
Fighting
universal like choking motion that you're supposed to
through
do
the
when you
pain.
need like, the Heimlich.
I'm going to write you up for unsafe use of a musical instrument.
This gives the citation.
Yeah.
Just hand the citation over to her when she's calling for help.
I'll get it.
Oh goodness.
I'll try and help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just describe what you do. I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but describe something fun and silly.
I think while she's like trying to get other people to help, he's gonna kind of sneak up behind and just like whack her in the back of the head and the throat and just try and like cough it up.
Just looking at the write up, and then harmonica comes
You
flying.
hear like a harmonica wheeze every time.
Oh, goodness.
It just pops
You got
out.
your harmonica.
Oh, that Dr. Sherbert.
Thank you.
Not a medical doctor.
He's not.
Goodness. All right. So you've got one casualty. You've got a couple injuries. You've got some craziness that happened. You guys have water samples. You also just have your basic experience. The ground ruptured.
And a boat.
The lake bubbled. And yeah, you do technically have that boat if you want to keep it, I guess, because the guy who owned it is dead. So what would you guys want to do next? What do you think your next steps would be?
Hey, we think this thing's gonna blow.
This is nothing good.
That lake is violating a lot of safety protocols.
Yeah, like there's a lot of danger already, and like there's a casualty, so like we should go back and warn the town. Then I feel like, our job is kind of done, other than maybe you could run some tests or whatever. But like we could be like, yeah, that was totally dangerous. You should do something about it. And now that's your responsibility, and we're out.
Milton, do you still have the walkie? Can you call to the the mayor?
Yes. I'll click it back to 5.
What do you say into the microphone? Or into the walkie?
I'm going to hand it to our geologist. I don't know the right words. I just wanted to eavesdrop on the local police force. That's the only reason I took it. So yeah, I'm going to hand it to Joe.
Okay.
Hey, Linda.
Joe, what do you say? And you hear like the crackle of somebody working in.
Hello, is that you? Is that you, Chad?
And she's like breathing heavily and sounds kind of panicked.
It's Elias. How are you doing?
Can you put Chad on?
Nah, he's a little busy. Lake's bad. Someone died. Very hot.
So, it's bad in Main Street too. There was a big earthquake, and all the floats. 3 of them kind of crashed. One of them crashed into the hardware store, and there's so many people that are hurt. There's a big crack in the ground. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Oh my god!
And she's like breathing like really, really heavily, like hyperventilating.
There's some seismic activity. We determined we'll be on our way.
Is Chad coming?
Yeah, he's in the car. Hey,
Can
Chad,
you put him on real fast?
it's for you.
Hi, I'm busy saving lives, so like, what's up?
Oh, you save lives? Oh, that's
It's what I
great.
do.
Oh, really? Is that? Are you like a paramedic or something?
No, I'm like, I used to be an Eagle Scout, so like now I just like lead these like stupid people to, away from their imminent death. But like, we gotta go.
Oh.
No
My
offense.
son is in this Scouts. You think you could give him some pointers?
Yeah, totally. Just
Since his
so busy
dad
right
left,
now.
He doesn't really have a strong male role model, and I think seeing someone like you could really. And you hear, by the way,
I'm gonna
anytime she says
snatch
that,
that
there's like
radio.
screams in the background.
Soon.
I'm gonna snatch the radio on that.
You snatch it. Snatch the radio.
I'll be the boy's papa. I'll be his daddy.
Who is this?
Oh God, no!
It's Milton.
Milton, is Chad there? Can you put Chad back on?
I was a scoutmaster
We gotta
once.
go because we don't want to boil
He died.
alive. Okay.
My arm
I'm
is
not-
broken. My arm is broken.
Okay.
We're gonna need a doctor when we get there.
We're setting up a an area for triage down by the hospital. If you go to the hospital, then we can probably get you treated. You just you hear like screams and shouts behind her. It's like, so just make sure Chad knows where to go.
Chad's already looking at the map, looking at where like we had our fissure and where they had a fissure, and he's trying to use navigation to look to where to completely avoid these people because he doesn't give a shit about them. He wants to plot a course that completely avoids any more of this.
Give me a test. Give me a reasoning test. You can use your if you have any expertise or items or something like that to help with this.
Navigation is my expertise. I don't really have
100%
anything else
work.
to add to it. I think it's pretty much just
Nice, nice,
do
nice.
reasoning
Give
with
it a
this
roll.
navigation.
Absolutely.
2255. My reasoning's a 2.
Okay. I think you're good because you're and not only that, I think you're good because you have three hits because your expertise applies, right? And so two of your 2 5s cancel your 2 2s, and you've got your expertise left. So that's a success.
Nice.
All right, so just tell her we're on our way, but we have to go like right now.
We have to go. My arm is broken. I need the medical attention. We need to go to town. My arm is broken. Milton's has a burn. He needs that address. Yes, he needs that
Sure,
address.
it's
We have
broken. Not just
to
out of
go
socket. I can
to
try and
town.
pop it back in.
No.
Okay,
no.
fine.
And she
if we have to go, this one's
Yes.
probably the least likely way to get us killed.
I'm driving
Okay.
with one arm here.
Why
So-
are you driving? Get out of the seat. Jesus. Stop jumping into moving vehicles. Jumping out of vehicles and jumping under trees and jumping
So
under
you can-
fans.
you hold
You're
the
a
map.
doctor.
You can't drive and look at the map at the same time. We've been over this. That's unsafe, right, Milton? It's unsafe to drive and look at
God.
the map at the same time.
Oh, I'm gonna
Hey,
write
which
up. I'm gonna write up.
of you two's gonna drive the van?
Nancy or whatever his name. Chad.
I guess Doc is driving. Okay, fine. I call shotgun then.
Yes, you're looking at the map. We got
Are
this.
we all in the same vehicle?
No, you got two. You got two.
Okay.
You got the big van and you got the Dodge Ram.
Okay.
So you split however you want. Okay. So you take a different route back. You don't take the lovely, idyllic country road. You don't pass by all these different things. You take a different route. And as you're driving back, you realize you're starting to move into territory that looks a little bit more rugged. And you can see like there's signage, but not like, nice park, national park or state park kind of signage, but it looks more like industrial. And so you can see what looks like these different like, they're not like giant billboards, but they're definitely a billboard kind of signage. And you can see it's constantly referencing like a mining operation, like a specific mining company. And you find yourselves driving around that. And as you do, you suddenly feel a sudden tremor, like as like the truck and the van kind of shake around a little bit. And you look out the window and you can see
like on the slopes of the mountain, maybe about a mile away from you, you see this big explosion as this like sand and debris and grit just like explodes out the sides of this large like mining entrance here. You see all sorts of these giant like big trucks around it, and you can see like some of them like have the same kind of labeling of the company like on, you know, that's on the signs as well. And you can see like the explosion happens and like people come rushing out here and there. You can see that there's a couple vehicles that looks like it has like Virgil's Summit Sheriff's Department and stuff that are around there too. And like for reasons that don't really make a whole lot of sense, you can see like as you're winding past, there are all these different sheriff vehicles, and all of like the deputies are like, they've got guns out, and they're resting them on the hood of their sheriff's vehicles, and they're pointing in the direction at where the mine just exploded. And like you can see that they're pointing and they're pointing, and then the ground shakes even more. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and stop for tonight. And we will pick up on that in part 2, which will be next week. We'll see what the hell is happening.
Oh my gosh!
There you go.
They're pointing guns. Really pointing guns at.
They're shooting the volcano.
As you should.
I respect it. Actually,
That's
Gotta
one
do
way.
something.
Fisting sounds ridiculous, but shooting a volcano, come on!
I mean,
it's
we
a gun.
fisted the burning lake.
You did.
I did.
You guys
Yeah.
You did. You fisted the
You
lake.
did.
Oh,
full
And it
circle.
What did you?
Full
And what did you
circle.
learn? What did you learn?
I know.
All right.
Safety violation.
That is part 1. We'll do part 2 next week. We'll
Oh,
finish this
God.
up. We got a couple people with wounds. Melissa, you got 2 wounds, I think.
I do.
Chuck, you got 1.
Mhm.
Joe, you took 1 too, I believe.
I have one,
right?
yep.
And I think Adam and Jeremy, you guys maybe have some strain. That's
Just
about
the
it.
strain. Yep.
Okay, so you guys are hanging in. So we're doing all right. And so yeah, we'll pick up on that next time and do the conclusion. We'll see what happens and just see what the hell's actually going on.
I choked on a
Let's go ahead and-
harmonica.
That's ridiculous. Something from, like a Looney Tune cartoon. Like, it's like
So silly.
so ridiculous.
I love it.
Oh, what
This
did I
game
wrong?
brings out the best in Melissa, right? It brings out the nonsense, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just you make the best decisions.
So good.
Okay, let's do a couple closing plugs and then we can get on out of here. So I'm gonna toss it over to Chuck. Chuck, what's going on with DOK?
Oh, what is it? Wednesday. Bert is going to be running us through our part 2 of Outlander, which is it's the Kroll tabletop role playing game, which legally I really don't think they can do, but they did. So we're playing that. And Friday, we're doing something. What are we? Joe, you're not going to be there, so I'm not going to ask you. Joe bailed on us.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be playing Gunslinger Knights, which to my understanding is space mercenaries. No, Arthurian knights riding motorcycles wielding guns. So that's what we're playing on Friday.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds really cool.
We'll find out. I'm sure it will be. It's not what I voted
Okay.
for in our poll of what we wanted to play. I wanted to play Aether Nexus.
Oh, that one looks cool.
Yeah.
I had that too. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, Adam, what's going on with Cannon Otter?
Well, we have our game Skin City, and you can buy that at store.cannonotter.com or on DriveThruRPG. And one interesting thing I always loved about Skin City is how Chuck put in regular professions that you can play as, such as an accident coordinator,
Mhm.
or perhaps you can
Coordinate the
even be.
accidents.
Oops, you can even be a boxer.
Good at boxing
where-
things.
You box people.
Listen,
things.
if you box things well
Mhm.
enough, you'll even win the coveted boxing ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
wow.
you could find all that and more in Skin City. So, yep, go check it out.
Awesome. Okay. Last up, I'm going to talk about really quick huckleberryrpg.com. Our dear friend Steven has been making a game. This is coming to backer kit very soon. It's a Weird West action cinematic horror RPG. It's a lot of fun. We played it here on the channel. You can check out Divine Comedy. You can hop in the Discord. You can talk about it. You can also talk about We're in Danger, which is a game that we've been playing tonight that I've been working on. It's up on itch. Links are somewhere around here. So if you're watching this or listening to this later, just check the description. There's probably a link in there. You can grab it on itch if you want to play. It is early digital access. We got new fancy art coming, and I got a bunch of new little genre kits with little bells and whistles and tables and things and different mechanics that's going to come out. If you like to tinker, this game will have lots of things for you to tinker with. In terms of streaming, next up tomorrow night, we've got Hardwired Island. Kipster is going to be running us through some cyberpunk millennial goodness. Thursday this week, we've got Legend in the Mist, which you can see me and Melissa and Jeremy and a few others as we were playing through some rustic fantasy. This Friday, we've got Magnus Archives. And then Saturday, we've got Call of Cthulhu. And then we'll be back next Monday with the conclusion of Virgil Summit. And we'll see whether they beat the volcano or whether the volcano beats them. But that's it for us. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to put a raid on here in a second. But we'll see y'all later. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.